back reviewing Becoming Better Grown-Ups by Brad Montague, we're going to go back and look at those maps again. The maps that I talked about last week. And in the maps, we talked about Doubt Valley, we talked about Curiosity Crossing, the Island of Inspiration, and then even the map where we talked about the ones that the kids had added extra pictures and things like a bonfire of belonging. And I want you to think about bonfires. Think about a campfire. What makes a campfire so great? Think about that warmth. Think about that feeling of gathering around. That spot where you can sit down and stay a while and feel comfortable and know that you're surrounded by friends, by people who love you, by your community, places where you can feed yourself and feed others. And I want you to think about that because that is a bonfire of belonging. We all long to be seen and to be heard and to be known. And so if you remember on that map, we had Doubt Valley and we had Curiosity Crossing. And even though we may not want to stay in those places, we need those spaces because in those spaces, that's where we gain wisdom. That's where we grow. That's where our life seems to happen. And that's where we can shift and we can adjust. And time spent in there is time that's valuable. Now, how many of you use that time that you've spent there to share your wisdom? How many of you share some of the advice and some of the things that you've learned and experienced? Do you share them around those campfires? Do you share them at those bonfires of belonging? How many of you seek elders or others to give that information to? Have you been one who's been seeked to give advice? What we do when we become a better grown-up is letting people know that they're enough. That's part of becoming a better grown-up. Letting them know that they're enough, you're enough, what we are doing is enough. And so sometimes I think that we spend so much time doing things for approval, doing things for applause, that we forget that there's just stuff that's right in front of us that we should be focused on, that we should do, that we don't have to seek out all of that approval because part of becoming a better grown-up is knowing that we're enough. We need to use our pains, we need to use our successes, and we need to fuel ourselves forward with that stuff. We need to fuel ourselves with the wisdom that we've learned in Doubt Valley, in Curiosity Corner, in Inspiration Island, wherever it is, we need to take more strength. We need to take more wisdom into our future. So I hope that you can get around a campfire. If you don't have one, find one. If you don't know where you can find one, create one. Find a place to belong. Find someone to connect with. Is there a group that you can join? Do you need a campfire? We offer a campfire at Waypoint. Our K through 5 ministry has a Facebook parents page. Our preschoolers have a Facebook page. Even our youth groups have parent pages where you can go, where you can seek advice, where you can help share the advice that you've learned, share the wisdom with others. Waypoint offers so many opportunities to get involved. Find a group. Just be who you needed when you were younger.